Hello, back to another recap of me today. I couldn't record but the last two trades I lost about $508, and so we're gonna review those, just go over them very briefly, and also what happened in price action wise, and also but the majority of these video will be mostly on my psychology and what I've been doing wrong, and self-analysis, and just a general statement of me of why I did what I did and how I should stop and more lock in. This is more a self-accountability, self-evaluation video rather than a day trading video. So I'm gonna get right to it. First off, fuck your bitch and click your claims. Okay, can this load? Hurry the fuck up. Thank you. Anyway. Basically, so you can see we won these trades right here. Obviously, this trade is closed early. Most of these trades we won up until here. Last Friday, so yes, Friday, basically we took this, we were supposed to take this trade, it's just that our entry never got filled, basically, so I'm kind of pissed off about that. We only made $28 on this trade. I covered that video, I covered this trade on the last video, and it's already on my channel, so if you guys were tuned in, you could, you see why I took this trade. Not a good trade at all. It was basically an error with the sell limit. I was trying to do a sell limit, but instead I sold more contracts, and I would actually made a lot more bank. This just absolutely sucks. But basically, what happened was, for these two trades, I was using the ICT silver bullet model, the model that I currently use right now. I was trading kill zone, and I saw this, and I believe my bias was bearish, but I was trading on the 1 minute time frame, but to my obvious shock, well, not shock, but to my obvious ignorance, the trade didn't go out to my plan because I wasn't looking at higher time frame. I was looking at the 1 minute, and that skewed my bias a little bit to see what actual price action was happening in that day and that time. So this was a few days ago. This was horrible. I entered off this 1 minute fair value gap VG, and I saw broke structure and whatnot in a CIS, and me thinking I saw a CISD, but not only that, coming into market open, I could rush. I was low key late. That was a really bad trade. Not only that, I don't really trade on the 1 minute too. I typically trade on the 5 minute time frame, so it gives me more allowance and space and breathing space to know what I'm doing. But overall, not a good trade. This is horrible, and I broke my rules, and I felt FOMO or just bored. It's like, oh, can this be a trade? Hurry up already! And obviously, the trade didn't go the way I wanted to, and I got stopped out pretty quickly actually. And I even in my mind when I was taking that trade, my subconscious or just the back of my mind was like, don't take this trade, but just sit it out and just go DoorDash. But obviously, I didn't pay attention to myself, and then just went next trade. This is a trade I took today, and this is another dumb fucking trade I took. Basically, we had a big shot during New York session. We had a big shot up New York session on the 2nd of February, and then we had accumulated here a little bit, going past Asia highs. I'm stressing to this shit. I already know what's gonna happen. I don't even need the indicators at this point. But basically, we swept Asia's highs, and then at pre-market, right around here, there was a big taking out all the sell side liquidity, and also there was a big fair value gap right here in the middle. And not only that, there was a weekly opening gap right here as an attractor. So I was like, bet. My thought process was we might go. This is a order block at the weekly opening gap, right? And MES was at this same shit right here. So I know that for a fact that this is an area of value just simply because price reacted here. Before, so I was like, oh good, this could be a good strong area, strong liquidity, but obviously it wasn't. And this is one of the dumbest trades I've ever took, even more dumber than the dumb trade I took here. Actually, I'd say they're equally as retarded. This is not a good trade whatsoever at all. I thought me thinking that this was a 5 minute order block, and not only that, wasn't really too locked in or paying attention during pre-market analysis. I was on my phone these two times, so there's obviously correlation that needs to stop ASAP. But entered off here, I'm thinking that a CASD taking out, maybe hopefully going for this liquidity right here, which there was resting above. But no, we went the F down, and MES followed as well, and that should have been my clue. I was driving, and then I found out that I got stopped out. Lost $258. In total, was like a $508 loss. Not a really good 2 days start of February of the new month so far, because first week of the new month I was completely crushing it. Now this gotta stop. I'm not gonna trade the next available day simply because to go back and lock in and tape read and reconnect with my trading values type shit. So I'm not gonna do that no more. Just dumped here, and then there's not much else to say. But right now prices accumulating, could go accumulation power of 3, go up, and then finally take out these areas of liquidity that I originally had intended to target during a New York AM kill zone session. But you never know. It looks like this price came down to this high time frame order block, and looks like it wants to go up. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. But the thing I want to go touch on is really about psychology and risk management. And mainly because I think that when we're bored, when I'm in a winning streak and I've won basically the past 8 trades in a row, what my mind naturally does, and not even 8 trades in a row, but also trades that I've hesitated and that would have gone to my TP that were in place and of my setup, those are the trades I want, so probably more than 8. But since I was bored and confident, I thought that I already had trading figure out, in which I don't, obviously. And I set my TP to these ridiculous places that obviously had no chance of going in the first place, and my initial bias was wrong. So, and overconfidence is also being bored, and that kind of level of greed and ego is not for the markets whatsoever at all. And you guys have to be really careful, because sometimes I could rationalize a objectively bad entry and trade, and then even if you win, you would dilute yourself, saying, see, I told you, even though objectively it was a losing trade because you broke your rules. And that is not good, because that allows other nasty behavior to your trading. That's not good. So, and if that same trade you took, where you broke your rules, you lost, you would be like, oh, I lost. It's all about perspective, the result of what you're getting after the trade. It's not when you're in the trade. It's more like, oh, try to rationalize at entries, whatever. You try to make up these things that are not objective. They're subjective. They're your truth, but they're not. That's not what the market is offering right now. And sometimes you even win that trade, and then you dilute yourself and you break your more rules in the future, but only to realize that, hey, you're a fucking dumbass. And don't be like me and take these 2 dumb trades. I'm gonna have to go back and lock in and read my whole entire notebook, ICT mentorship. Not because I don't know trading, it's because I have to really lock into my trading values type shit, and also lock in with God. So and just remember, don't do this, and trade with a sound mind. But the past other trades I've been doing well. So I believe that I can bounce back and cover. I guess also partly the reason why I lost these two trades is because that this one single trade kind of bummed me out, because it was so hitting my buy limit, my sell limit, and I already know the full story and that's that. But all these trades, these were winning trades. This one right here, you probably saw that on that one YouTube video that has 5 views, whatever. But this is my trading recap, I guess. Well, I guess my psychological analysis recap. Don't do this at all, and stay grounded. Keep it up. I'm gonna pass this combine. I already passed one before. It's just that I'm gonna pass this combine, and we're gonna get our 3rd green month in a row. And as soon as I do that and pass the combine, I can have the confidence in myself to say that, hey, we're ready to go into a funded, and we'll go from there. Thank you for watching. Don't be like me, and see you in the next video where what price might do next following days. Again, I'm not trading the next days. And cheers. I'm gonna go hit the gym right now.